In this video, I'm just going to go through some tips and tricks related to managing appointments in the system. So if you're an artist and you have a booking assistant, this is for you. If you're an artist and you're managing your books on your own, you're going to have your own training related to what you need to do to manage the books and the role of being a booking assistant. But in general, you're going to be the artist and you're going to have a booking assistant that manages your appointments for you. So one of the things that we'll take a look at here is to make sure to never delete an appointment out of the system that has a client and a request record. So this is this option up here with the delete here, the little garbage can. You don't ever want to click that here because that deletes the appointment permanently from the system. The way your booking assistant will manage the appointments in the calendar is with this appointment status. So if Lynn cancels or you want to cancel Lynn, you would just either add that question here or send a message to your booking assistant directly and say, can you delete Lynn from the calendar? They messaged me and don't want their appointment or whatever. You want to make sure that your booking assistant is in charge of your calendar. This is very important because when you have two people moving things around in a calendar, mistakes can easily happen. So you want to have one person in charge. This minimizes duplications, missed appointments, and so on and so forth. So you want to make sure to never delete an appointment. What you can delete is the placeholder personal appointments. So for example, if I come in here and I say, I don't want that day off anymore, you can easily come in here and say, yeah, I want to delete that appointment, and then it's gone and it's not a big deal. So that's one of the things that you would use that delete trash can for. The other thing you want to make sure that you don't do is move an appointment without letting your booking assistant know. So there are two reasons why you might might think you want to move an appointment. Say Lynn came in for an appointment or Max came in for an appointment and you weren't able to get to the drawing, or you need to do some more work on the drawing, so you didn't actually do tattooing, so you want to move their appointment. So I'm just going to come back and I'm going to set this back to confirmed. So say this appointment's confirmed and you're like, okay, Max, I'm just going to move it to an open day. You think, okay, well, they're here, I'm going to move them to next month. So you come in here and you come here and you think, okay, I'm just going to move them to next month, and then that's good, and they're all set for the 24th the following month. The problem with this is when you're not familiar with the booking workflow, there are things that can get missed. So for example, now Max is next month, but he still has his confirmations from his appointment in May. So it's important that these get cleared out, because if they don't, that client will not be sent a reminder. The system thinks that they already received a reminder and they've already confirmed, so it's not going to send them another one. So you want to make sure to let your booking assistant know, hey, can you move Max from May to June 24th? I've already talked to him. That's the date we're going to book. And then what I recommend, let's go ahead and we're going to put this guy back in May. And we're just going to keep it simple. So you've got an appointment in May. The appointment didn't end up happening. Let's go back to today or tomorrow. So you offered him June 24th. And I recommend not offering any dates. I always recommend, hey, get them to email and follow up and say, we need to reschedule. We didn't end up getting to that tattoo. And then it just lets the client know, okay, I got to follow up and reach out. And then, your booking assistant will obviously get them the next best date for them. But if they really want another date and they're like, can you just book me in? You want to put a little placeholder appointment here. So let's say they want June 24th. You're going to come here and you're just going to put hold for Max, and you're going to put 6/24. No, sorry. You're going to put 6/24 in here, and then you're going to save it. And then you're going to tell your booking assistant, either in the questions, usually in the questions, that's the best place to do it. You could say, here, we come here and say, well, it's pretty high priority and the client is Max and it has to do with his appointment. I've got a few appointments in here for samples, but can you move him from May 24th to June 24th we didn't get the done, so moving him. And then save that, and that's assigned to your booking assistant, and then you save it here. And then that's it. So then they know to move it, to clean everything up, and to make a note that it was rescheduled, just so we have a proper record of everything. So the easiest thing to do is to tell your client, hey, can you email, my booking email, and just tell them what happened and that we need to reschedule, and they'll get you the next available date that works for you. That's easy peasy. But again, if you feel like they want a date, put a little placeholder in it, and then put a question just alerting your booking assistant that they need to reschedule that person. And then it's all recorded. And that avoids any mistakes with the calendar, just in case maybe the booking assistant was talking to somebody about June 24th, and then they have a record for it. If you just move folks around, the booking assistant might be like, well, I don't remember booking that date. That's really weird. And why is this empty? And then they go and look in the emails and they say, well, I don't have a record of that, so I don't know what's going on. So it's always a good idea to let your booking assistant manage your calendar. This just avoids errors and issues and whatnot, and makes sure everything is as accurate as possible. Whenever I have a new artist starting on the system, I highly encourage them to walk through the entire process of booking. So I recommend they create a new request using their emails. Their booking assistant go through the process of sending them an appointment, confirming it, recording it, and all that, so that they are aware of everything that happens. So, for example, 8 days before an appointment, a client is sent a confirmation email. And so it says that, hey, reminder, you have an appointment coming up. You click here to confirm, and it has, FAQ, aftercare, and all these important information details for the client. And then the client clicks on that link and submits this confirmation. So this just reiterates maybe cash only is accepted. It gives the client the opportunity to request a change for their appointment or to confirm. This is used by your booking assistant to make sure that everybody a week before or 8 days before their appointment has confirmed. At different intervals, reminders are sent if they haven't confirmed yet. And then at a certain point, the artist will directly reach out and say, look, we haven't received your confirmation. Are you still planning on coming? So I really recommend that an artist go through this process so that they can see all the language and make sure they understand kind of what a client will see when booking.